What did ancient humans do at night? For nearly 300,000 years, until the invention of the electric light, roughly half of human life passed in total darkness. No moon bright enough every night, no stars sufficient for real light, no way to clearly see what surrounded him. So how did that early human spend all those hours? At first, he had no choice but to hide. When the sun set, he'd find a narrow cave or climb a tree, staying almost completely still until dawn. Night, for him, wasn't a time for activity. It was a time to stay invisible and silent, because any sound could draw the attention of a predator he couldn't see in the dark. This pattern lasted for millions of years, until the discovery that changed everything: fire. Archaeological evidence from Wonderwerk Cave in South Africa suggests humans began controlling fire nearly 1,000,000 years ago. With fire, predators no longer dared approach easily, and he gained extra hours of safe wakefulness, 2 or 3 more each night. But he didn't spend that time hunting or working, since his body was already exhausted. Instead, he used it for something entirely different: quiet reflection and murmured conversation with whoever was near, or simply silence before the flame. Studies of individuals from present-day hunter-gatherer societies, like the Jew Huansi of the Kalahari, found that daytime talk is purely practical, about hunting, about dividing food. But once the fire is lit at night, everything shifts towards stories and myths about ancestors and spirits. The fire's dim light created the first quiet space fully cut off from the outside world, where nothing else was visible except his face and the flame before him. Some researchers believe these nightly hours by the fire may be where humans first developed the ability to talk about what's absent, what happened yesterday, what might happen tomorrow. Even his sleep wasn't like ours today. Before artificial lighting, he didn't sleep in one continuous 8-hour block. Historical records from pre-industrial Europe describe a different pattern entirely: a first sleep beginning a few hours after dusk, followed by a quiet waking period in the middle of the night lasting an hour or more, then a second sleep until dawn. That middle stretch wasn't a problem for him. It was a natural time spent quietly awake, thinking or listening to the sounds of the night around him. A scientific experiment in the early 1990s confirmed this pattern in practice. When volunteers were deprived of artificial light for weeks, living in long darkness mimicking ancient winter nights, each person's sleep split automatically into that same 2-phase pattern: sleep, then quiet wakefulness, then sleep again. The body never forgot this rhythm. It was only waiting for enough darkness to bring it back. Today, with electric lighting in every home, that quiet nighttime gap has disappeared entirely. We cram ourselves into one sleep block and treat waking at midnight as a problem to fix, when it's actually a biological inheritance thousands of years old, passed down from that early human who once sat alone before his fire, waiting for dawn.